I thought Bronny James was a big star. I thought the Lakers drafted Bronny James because he was going to help them sell tickets. He was going to help them draw ratings. Actually, those are not my thoughts. That's the messages I received through emails and Twitter this summer from these delusional Gen Z kids. KC, how can you be so dumb? Bronny James is a huge star. He wasn't drafted just because he's an elite bench warmer. Bronny was drafted because he's box office. Yeah, box office. Tell that to TNT. Just because you have a recognizable name, just because your father is internationally known, that does not mean his star power is passed down to you through birth. Tom Hanks, he is one of the most successful actors of his generation. His son Chester, or Chad, whatever the fuck, he's a wannabe rapper in his 30s who is so famous, he is such a big draw, he's having to appear on The Surreal Life, a show that was extremely popular 20 years ago. Now it's just a show for people who want to be famous, but they're just not. I'm sure the NBA included Lakers Wolves on opening night because they expected to pop a big rating. The situation could not have been set up any better. There was literally no competition Tuesday night for the NBA. Major League Baseball was off. The NFL doesn't play on Tuesdays. The NHL, they have faded back to irrelevance. I don't think fake wrestling comes on Tuesday night, so they didn't have to worry about losing grown men in their 40s who are excited to dress up as Bastion Booger next week for Halloween. This was the perfect scenario for the coronation of Bronny James. Yet for some reason, casual fans, they just couldn't seem to find the interest. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. If you happen to stumble across this video, be sure to check out my main channel, Behind the Line. Search Behind the Line here on YouTube. Should be the first channel that comes up. Since there was no competition Tuesday night, opening night in the NBA, it drew their best ratings in the last 7 years. Both games combined for 2.95 million viewers. Great number. Great number. Knicks Celtics in the early window, they drew just over 3 million. Lakers Wolves, 2.9 million. How's that possible? I thought the Lakers had all the star power. I thought the Lakers had the King and Prince, LeBron and Spawn. I thought the Lakers had the two biggest stars in the league. That's how the NBA was promoting it. The NBA was relentless in their promotion of the debut of the spawn of Braun. How could they draw, 100,000 viewers less than Knicks Celtics? Maybe people just tuned in to see Bronny James, then they went to bed. Yeah, that's got to be the case, right? The game peaked with 3.5 million viewers. I told you, KC! People tuned in to see Bronny. This kid is great! Yeah, calm down, Tiger. The game peaked with 3.5 million viewers 30 minutes before Bronny James debuted. Was I expecting Bronny James to draw a big number? Absolutely not. Rookies in the NBA, they are rarely big draws early in their career. And I'm talking about rookies who are drafted number 1 overall. I'm not talking about rookies who should not have been drafted to begin with. I didn't think Bronny would pop a big number. The only reason I am bringing this up is because Gen Z has been telling everyone Bronny is a star. You know, I really do feel bad for Bronny James. The kid wants to be perceived as a serious player. He wants to be taken seriously, but his own team, his own father, treated him like a spectacle Tuesday night. What we saw the other night, that was more about LeBron than it was about Bronny. Like we talked about yesterday on the main channel, from a fatherly perspective, I completely get it. I understand LeBron James wanting to make up for lost time. I understand LeBron wanting to spend the season with his son. I don't think that Bronny is going to go down to the G League. I think we could see Bronny remain on the Lakers roster. Do I think he will play? Absolutely not. But he will get to tour the country with his dad, a season that neither one of them will ever forget. But here is the problem if you're Bronny James. What happens next year? What happens when daddy retires? You think the Lakers are keeping you around because you're the spawn of Bron? There's only one player in this equation with a future. There is no future for LeBron James in the NBA. I know he's in great shape. I know he takes excellent care of his body, but I don't care who you are. At some point, time catches up with you. I have yet to meet the man who was able to defeat the aging process. Might slow it down, but age always wins. Give me your thoughts on this. Will Bronny James remain on the Lakers roster? Will he spend the season with his dad, or will they move him down to the G League so he can develop? Were you surprised that Bronny James failed to pop a big rating? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.